Hi, my name is Verdi Winrow, and I'm the owner of Resilient ECE. Thank you for being in this space with me while I talk about many things in early childhood education. So when I was thinking about, what can I talk about? There's so many things to talk about. I thought, let's talk about how I created Resilient ECE. But then I paused and I was like, well, you know what? Why not start with the story of an early childhood educator? And you know who that early childhood educator is? It's me. Now, most early childhood educators are asked the same question. Why is it that you're an early childhood educator? Well, for me, I'm in the field because I love children. And most of the time, you'll hear early childhood educators say they're in the field because they love children. So I'm going to tell you why I love children. Okay, so I have to start with my earliest stories. My mom was a babysitter, and I remember she had this baby, like she was babysitting this baby. And, I was so curious. I played with this baby. I held her. I walked her around the house, and guess what? I dropped her. So after that, my mom was like, you can still play with her, but you're going to have to be supervised. Now, this was around the age of 6 or so. So moving forward, I don't know, I was maybe 8 or 9. I had this baby cousin, and my God, she cried all the time. I called her Sour Lemon. So I remember one time I was at my aunt's house, and she was just boo-hooing. So I picked her up, and I was talking with her and laughing and singing songs, and I decided, and I had this great idea. Don't ask me why or how. I ended up in the bathroom with her, and I took her in there, and we were in the bathroom, and I was making all these faces and things and blowing kisses to her and singing la 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 la. And I remember she was looking at me in the mirror like, is she okay? But then she would look back at herself and was like, is that me? And I remember looking at her face as she looked at me and as she looked at herself. And I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And that's when I was a little girl. So now I'm going to talk about what my first experience was in early childhood education. So if you're from Oakland, I'm from Oakland. There's this pink preschool in Oakland. And I remember passing this child care when I was a little girl, and I thought, oh, it's pink. I want to go in there. I know it's magical. But my mom and dad never took me in. So I had to wait until I turned 18, and I got a job there. And I was a child care worker at the time. So some of the things I had to do, I had to help with the food preparation. I had to make sure, the environment was clean. So I did a lot of cleaning. But the other things I got to do was play with the kids. So I would play with the Legos and the Play-Doh and paint and color and draw and play in a dramatic play area, like all the fun things that teachers get to do. Now, wait a minute. When we went outside, that was a whole new ball game, because I would get on the tricycles with the babies and ride on the back, run around the yard with them, just have a ball, kick the balls, talking about having a ball, kick balls, throw balls, you name it, I was down. Whatever the kids wanted to do, I was with them. So that was my, my early experiences with early childhood education. And at the time, I didn't even know I was educating. I thought I was having fun. But guess what? In education, you have fun. So that was my message tonight. Stay tuned, because I'm going to upload another video next week. And next week, I'm going to talk about, how is it that I remained in the early childhood education field. Now, if you're an early childhood educator, we all know that our wages are low. So you have to be in it because you love children. You have a passion for children. You want to see them develop. That's why you're here. And it's not because of the wages. But I will get to the wages later on. That's a deeper dive conversation. So if you like, please share this video. And also drop a comment in the comment section answering why you're an early childhood educator and what was your first experience working in early childhood education. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and if you like this video, be sure to share. Thank you for being here. See you next week.